everybody right now is using AI, but it seems that there are a lot of people who are using AI and are getting dumber, and there are people who are using AI and getting richer and smarter. So if you want to join the smart side, I'm going to share the steps that I've been using to use AI and become smarter instead of using to just become mentally lazy. And I've been using AI to improve my life, and I will separate this video into 3 areas. First area is self-improvement because I like self-improvement and I think it's a pillar of life. Second, finances because it's important. And 3, health. And first of all, we are going to start with self-improvement. And the first thing that I'm doing to improve myself with AI to get smarter, instead of asking blind advice, I always put a book or something as a source. I know that AI seems to have the intelligence of everything in the world, but most part of the times AI invents stuff, and most part of the time the AI doesn't give you a correct answer. I've experienced this a lot of times, and to avoid this, I always put something first. So if, for example, if I trust Alex Hormozi, if I trust Elon Musk, I first put a PDF of his book. I try to download a PDF on the internet, and then I upload it, and then I start asking advice based on that. Because I realized that when I don't put a source or anything, there's a higher chance of AI inventing a lot of stuff. So for you that are using AI right now to improve yourself and you want to, I don't know, improve your finances, improve the book that you're reading, improve your mental health, first read a book, search a reliable source or put it there, and then ask advice from them. Don't go down and ask blind advice because some stuff might be wrong. And I recommend you to ask blind advice based on nothing. Most part of the times AI will give you general advice. And unless you are asking question about how you're feeling, if you're feeling sick or something that it's too medical, too technical that you cannot trust any book or any source. Yeah. But most part of the times I recommend you put a source and AI will give you something out there. And the second thing I'm doing to actually improve myself is creating my own prompts so that I can make my work easier. So I have been exploring a lot of topics on AI, and one of the things that made my life much easier is create a prompt for me, for my own self, that makes everything automatic. And it's like I have my own app into ChatGPT. And I will give you an example with the finance. I'm going to talk about it later, but I created a prompt on finance, and every time right now that I want to check something with my finances or anything like that, I just write it on my chat, on my current chat, and it just get updated, bro. And I've created another prompt on when I need a self introspection. When I'm dealing with something, I created a prompt, and whenever I'm feeling better, whenever I'm feeling something, I just put the prompt out there, put a source, like as I said, and then ChatGPT gives me exactly what I want. So if you can create your prompts first instead of going out there blindly asking advice or just typing whatever you're feeling, that will be 10 times much better to get the answers you desire to improve yourself and to improve my life. These 2 tips helped me quit my addictions, improve my finances, and helped me improve my health. Just these 2 tips are like the core of the improvement that you're going to need to use ChatGPT the most and the best of it. And second, I'm going to talk about finance. And with finance, I'm so satisfied because I use ChatGPT mostly for finance and to improve finance. I won't give you too many tips, but I will give you the first tip that I use. If you want to improve something in your finance, bro, I mean, search for something real. Search for a real advice. Although that ChatGPT is smarter, can give you good advice, good predictions. Some business that you might do might not be general that ChatGPT can give you an advice. So AI is not that smart yet that can give you a general advice. You can ask general business advice and it can give you a great advice so that you can improve your life. So put a reliable source out there first before anything else and make your questions. And I've been using AI to manage my money. It's managing way better than I expected, and I'm glad for it. First of all, I put the source of The Way of the Millionaire Mind, a book. And what I do to improve my finances is I put a set of rules of finance that I want, like how much I want to save, how much I want to spend a month, and how much I want to do. And then I put all the data into ChatGPT. I created a prompt, and every month, by now, I just put the data, and ChatGPT tells me what to improve, what is wrong in my finances, where I should improve. And if you can put like every month, if you can track your expenses and then put into ChatGPT to evaluate that, bro, every month you're gonna get so much better if you're honest with yourself on what you need to improve. So first of all, put a reliable source on how you want to manage your money, because there are multiple ways of managing your money. And after that, create your own prompt, and every month, like, put out there on ChatGPT to tell you where is your strongest point, where is not, and where you can improve and where you cannot. This is what I've been doing to improve my finances, and it's going way, way better. That I've been saving more money, I've been investing more money into the things I want without missing in anything. Now, once you are able to do that, every time you hear a financial advice, you're going to use it to evaluate the financial advice, to test it, to dissect it, and then later on to apply to your own life with prompts. Remember, AI should be a filter. When you get an idea, you're going to develop it on ChatGPT to apply it the best in your life. Or you can go there too. I don't know, you don't want to read a book, you don't want to do something else, you're going to use ChatGPT as a filter into developing your own ideas. The idea here is this one, is to use ChatGPT AI as a filter, not as a source of information and then you get mentally lazy. And 3, health. The way I've been using ChatGPT to help is not by asking it to develop training programs, to develop entire recipes, to develop entire stuff. No, first of all, as I said in the previous steps, first of all, I would recommend you to get a source of what you want to do. Don't go on ChatGPT and ask everything from zero, because it can give you a general blind advice that you might not like if you don't know yet about what you want and about yourself. But first of all, I would recommend you search on the internet what kind of diet you want and everything else, and search a creator, search a source. And once you get that, you put into health and you're gonna test it out. I've been using ChatGPT to improve my workouts. So for example, I go out to some creators on the internet, I pick some workout plans, and then I put on ChatGPT to evaluate it. So see what exercise can I add, if everything is good, if this training program is hitting every muscle, if that makes sense. I will go and compare with other training programs to find if that training programs really suits me best. That's what I do. And second, to help me with recipes, cooking recipes, and what can I change or not. This is the basic one. First of all, I get the source of what I want. And 3, my diet. I'm doing no sugar diet, and I'm doing like a very meat diet based. And I use ChatGPT to find me recipes. I use ChatGPT to help me navigate what foods have high sugar, high refined sugar that are hidden, and this kind of stuff. This is like really, really good to ask ChatGPT this kind of stuff, the stuff that are mainly general, but the stuff that are not mainly general, that are very specific in how to make money, I first get a source first. And the final notes. I'm going to put this final note as important, because if you do not do these things that I'm going to say in the final notes, all the steps that I said earlier are going to be pointless. So first of all, I want to remind you that AI is a filter for you to process an information, and that you should only ask blind advice without any source when there are things that are very general about foods, diet, and stuff that you don't know anything and you don't need to find any source. And when it's something specific, you're gonna go and search a reliable source. When it's about how to make money with TikTok Shop, because ChatGPT won't have a precise information. And second, train your brain to get smarter, because as we all are consuming a lot of short form content, and as we all are not seeking proper knowledge, if you're not reading any books, if you're not exercising, if you're not going to walks, if you're not giving yourself time to process, think, and desexualize and desensitize yourself over hyperstimulation, then all of these ones are going to be pointless. Because if you want to use the best AI, you got to be less stimulated into the digital stuff, into short form content, into all this stuff, because all of this stuff that we are seeing now are making us dumber. So read more books, watch more long form content it's going to contribute to, that is going to add great knowledge to your mind, so you can better use ChatGPT. And go exercise yourself, go on walks so that you can process your thoughts. And you have to do all of that in order to use AI much, much better. So with all of the steps that I gave, you can see that using AI on the right way isn't that hard. It's just like a way of filtering information, know which cases you can use and which cases you cannot use with proper or not information. And if you want to learn how to manage your money and achieve your financial freedom, I would recommend you my last video that I explain how I use AI and my steps that I do to increase my savings and to improve my money management.